Low energy, unfocused, foggy? You might be dehydrated. Whether it's hot yoga, over 100-degree weather, or too much sun. Gatorlight, with a specialized blend of 5 electrolytes, was scientifically designed to help move fluids into the body faster for rapid rehydration. Shop now at retailers nationwide. Gatorlight hydrates faster than water. Is it in you? Symptoms noted are signs of mild to moderate dehydration. Consult a healthcare professional if symptoms persist.
The new LinkedIn Hiring Pro can't undo your last hire. The human postponer. They were the master of one phrase. I'll circle back on that. But 3 months later, you were the one doing all their work and wondering how big that circle is. But LinkedIn Hiring Pro can take the hiring load off your plate. By automating the hiring busy work from the initial job post to scheduling interviews. Hire right the first time with LinkedIn Hiring Pro. Post a free job today at linkedin.com/quality.
This message is brought to you by Apple Card. Shave ice by the beach. A trip to the state fair. And a throwback flick at the local drive-in. They're more than just items to check off the summer bucket list. They're also opportunities to earn 2% daily cash back when you use your Apple Card with Apple Pay. Apply for Apple Card now and use in-minutes with Apple Pay. Subject to credit approval. Apple Card is issued by Goldman Sachs Bank USA, Salt Lake City branch. Terms and more at applecard.com.
From the Fifth Quarter Studio in Madison, Wisconsin, you're listening to the Coaching Youth Hoops Podcast.
They're playing basketball.
Here's our hosts, Steve Collins, and Bill Flitter.
All right, welcome to Coaching Youth Hoops.
Coach.
Halloween's tomorrow. Love Halloween, Coach.
Right.
I know, episode
I suppose
2.
I should be planning my costume.
Yep. I'm going as a dorky stats teacher. That's what I'm going as tomorrow. Old stats teacher. So the first week of school, we in our professional development, our teachers, we lined up everybody in our school of 2,300. So we have like almost 200 teachers. Most experienced, the least amount. And then we did an activity. I was at the beginning of the line. I was number 1. I was the oldest, 37 years. And everyone else was I had to walk all the way down, all those people, because I had to go down to the least experienced person. We kind of folded the line in half.
Right.
Yeah. Number 1, me. By 2 weeks, because one other person was hired the same year, but 2 weeks after me.
2 weeks after. That's crazy. Are they retiring too?
No, this was their first job. I taught somewhere else. I taught in Wausau. Did you know that?
Yeah.
I taught in Wausau for 7 years. So anyway, there we go. Coach Collins is old.
Speaking of old and experienced, go to coachingyouthhoops.com because we took
how many years? 3 years? 4 years?
3 years. Yeah. We took all of Coach Collins' knowledge plus mine, put it together in everything a youth coach needs to do to succeed. So go check it out at coachingyouthhoops.com. There's free products, there's paid products, there's practice plans, offenses, defenses, literally everything you need, nicely packaged, easy to follow instructions. They include videos. There's also there's also diagrams and playbooks. Everything you need, step-by-step instructions, so you can focus on the kids and not putting practice plans together. Go to coachingyouthhoops.com.
There you go. And we're also going to talk about, we're going to get the URL right. What URL are we going with today?
Go to coachingyouthhoops.com/AI. Sign up, add your name. We'll get you on maybe on the next intake. We got a huge interest in this next product, which is giving you guys insights into games, stats. But not only that, we're not just going to report on the numbers. We're going to tell you action steps. What do I need to do in practice at our next practice? What are strengths, weaknesses? Break it down into individuals as well. What is player number 10, number 15 have to work on in practice? So they have an individual workout as well. All we need is a little bit of game film. You upload it and the way you go. We're still, kind of behind the scenes, letting only a few coaches in at a time. But if you're interested in learning more about that product, go to coachingyouthhoops.com/AI.
Boom, mic drop. All right. So dealing with parents and external pressure.
Yep.
Two separate categories, coach.
Yeah.
So I'm going to deal with parents first.
Okay.
So the number one advice for coaching for youth coaches or for any coach dealing with parents is communication. They're not always going to agree with you. I had an assistant coach tell me about this parent, and he goes, she's a mama bear and she will eat you, Steve, before she lets anything happen to her cub. And it was like, so you have to remember that parents are tunnel visioned and they love their children. I'm assuming most of the parents love their children a lot. So when they watch things and they see things, they only see their child. The exception to the rule is they see everyone, but that's not the most part. It was even hard with me when I was coaching my own son. So it's hard. When you're a parent, it's hard. So the key to dealing with them is, and they won't always agree with you. There are a lot of them. Usually there's out of a team of 12, there's probably 3 parents that are happy with you at any given time because the 7th player thinks they're the 5th best player. Anyway, but it's communication. You have to communicate roles. You have to communicate expectations. You have to communicate to parents. That will take care of 95 to 99% of your problems. There are outliers, which are not normal from the stats teacher. They are exceptions to the rule. They happen. They will want you'll want to quit sometimes with the outliers. But I think that's my biggest piece of advice is over communicate. You can't really over communicate with parents. Send emails, talk to them, communicate things. It's hard to over communicate. I guess you could send 5 emails a day, but for the most part, most people aren't going to over communicate. All right. So what are your thoughts on parents?
Yeah, again, I can't disagree with that at all. That you have to think about it. That's their baby. They don't get a lot of insight even into practice or games or even what's inside of your head. That if they just have a little bit of a window inside what's going on, that will help with the sideline conversations and cut them down. It's not going to stop them, unfortunately, right? If you're not playing their child and all those other things that come up. But, as long as the expectations are set up front, again, you could boil that down just to communication, but setting the expectations up front, what to expect on this team, and then weekly updates. It doesn't take just a quick text. Hey, we worked on this. Hey, oh man, that at the game we did really great here, but we got to work on this. And hey, if you could do some extra reps with your kids in the backyard, we only have 2, that type of thing. That goes a long way to cut down on parent angst. But I would, definitely kind of a something to add to that, which is set their expectations up front. Who are you? What are you going to do throughout the season? What are you going to try to accomplish? And what your expectations for the parents are. And I would say 80% are, you're not going to hear from. It's not going to be a problem. 20%, the 1% or 2% are going to be loud and vocal, and you're going to hear no matter what you do, it's not going to be
Doesn't matter.
Right for their child, right? Again, you just have to also keep in perspective that all the 100% of their focus is on their child and how their child is performing on the team. Right. Your job as a coach, you have 100% responsibility for 100% of the team. So you have to also communicate that. And there's multiple pieces and multiple layers. And, is there an all play rule involved too, right? Where you have to get everybody involved. Or I would also say why aren't you playing my child? And maybe there's a disciplinary reason why you didn't. Or maybe they said something on the sidelines to you that I'm not feeling well, or I'm nervous, or something, could even be worse, or I'm not going to do that, or whatever, right? And you're like, okay, well, you're going to sit. So again, it's just be vocal, Let them know what's going on. Let them know you're trying your best. And here's how I handle situations too. If something comes up, why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? I'm like, you know what? Oh my gosh, that's a great idea. We practice 2 days a week. You know the times you're dropping your little child off now. I could really use
Really use
the
your
extra
help.
hand in the practice or at the games. That would be amazing. Sounds like you're really experienced in that particular thing. I have yet to have a parent, after 17 years of me saying that, raise their hand and say, "Oh, yeah, okay, I'll help.
I'll
That sounds
help.
like a great
Yeah.
idea."
Nobody wants to do that.
It's always, "Oh, well, I know you're trying your best," and it's just
Yeah.
like,
They
"Oh, all of
back.
a sudden now you're really busy and
Yeah.
can't do anything," right? So, but anyway, and then you have those parents, type A parents who, you know, great example. I'm a club coach. I have parents who are coaching CYO, right?
Right.
And they do it a couple months of the year. I do this 12 months of the year, and not to say that I can't learn anything, but of course, they're hate to say this, but I think they know everything,
Right.
right? About how to coach, what to do, and again, I'm not saying I do know everything because I do not. I'm still learning, definitely learning the game. But you know, they're saying, well, why doesn't he run the pick and roll? Right? We run the pick and roll, so that everybody must run the pick and
Pick and
roll.
roll.
And what I always say to that situation, and I always explain to the kids and the parents at our team meeting, is there's 101 way to teach the game.
Right.
There's literally hundreds of variations of things you could do. Now, of course, I'm hearing some coaches, well, there's 100 ways to shoot a basketball. That's not what I'm talking about, right? There's multiple ways of schemes and offenses and plays and defenses you could run, different ways within those defenses. You have to pick one because you
Right.
have an hour and a half twice a week to practice,
Yeah.
right? Then it's about layering, year after year to try to get the kids better. So,
Yeah. I
um,
think all
uh,
that works. And then the second part of this was the external pressure.
mhm.
Part of
Yeah.
that's
So thinking
parents,
part of those
probably, right?
parents,
Part of it's
I would
playing
say
time.
playing time. I would say pressure from any administration that you have, right? If it's, your club director, if it's your CYO director, in your case, if it's your AD, like you said, part of it's parents and their expectations of winning.
Right.
I don't think it changes necessarily too much as one is, communicate, communicate, communicate. But how do you as a coach deal with the pressures of coaching and winning and maybe balancing all of that?
That's that's a loaded
Pause, coach
question.
pauses.
Pause. Big has dramatic pause for my
Yeah.
daughter teaching that. You can't you can't bother. I mean it's easier said than done. Do what's right. Do right by the kids, and then let your head hit the pillow and sleep well. And here's what I'm going to tell you. I've had to make it, and I'm talking about the high school level, but the external pressures are similar in the sense that every year I have to cut kids in my program,
Yeah,
and
yeah, that's good. That's a
if
good point.
and here's what happens is how do I sleep at night? Because if I don't cut kid A, then I'm cutting kid B. Someone's always going to be not happy. So what I have to do is, as the adult, make the best decision I think I can, and then live with it. Is it always the right decision? Have I not made mistakes in 37 years? I'm sure I've made mistakes. I'm sure I've made mistakes picking teams. Um, but I made the best decision I had with the data I had and the feelings I had at that given point.
Yeah.
And I've told parents this when they've come in. It's like, well, if you're not in here, then Johnny's, I mean, I don't use a name of a kid, but then I said, Johnny's parents are in here. Someone's always in here. I mean, someone's always not happy. So
Right. Yeah.
that's where don't let the external pressures get to you. Do what's right by the team, by the program, by the the AU program, the youth program. Do right by them. Do right by the kids. Make it fun. Teach them. You're not, unless you're playing in an equal playing time thing, someone's always going to think they probably should play more. So do what's right. Do what you think's right. And what's right by the kids is what I would my subject.
Yeah, it comes back to that. I mean, again, you got to put the focus on them.
Do what's right by the kids. Yeah. Anything else, Coach?
Well, yeah, and it just, and again, I think it's a reminder of put it into perspective. Right. As long as you're doing right by the kids, and it's third grade basketball, eighth grade basketball, whatever it is, right? It's put it into perspective what you're trying to do. And again, maybe this is setting expectations, but one thing I always say to the kids and the parents is, I'm going to make mistakes, right? This is game especially during the game, it moves fast, and there's 10 opinions in the stands. I have one, right, that I have to see and make adjustments in real time to a game. And I'm going to the kids are going to make mistakes. I'm going to, so everybody's going to make mistakes in those situations, and I'm human. Show me a little grace. I'm trying my best, right? And just be human. In my opinion, that does go a long way.
I do agree. All right. Anything else, Coach?
Yeah, go check out coachingyouthhoops.com for all of your coaching needs. Yeah. Stop Googling, ChatGPT. We got it all for you, all spelled out. Everything you need for your entire season. Go to coachingyouthhoops.com.
All right. Go check it out. Till next week.
Shop the Sherwin-Williams Labor Day sale and get 35% off paints and stains August 28th through September 9th. Whether you're refreshing your interior or exterior, we've got the colors to bring your vision to life. And with delivery, getting everything to your door is easier than ever. Shop online to have it delivered or visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store. Click the banner to learn more. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details. Delivery available on qualifying orders.